All right, I think we got Mojohand on the phone right now. How's it going?
Hey, good to Kenny. It's Elijah and Jasper from Mojohand.
Okay, so we got two of y'all this evening.
Yes, yes.
All right, sounds good, man.
Glad to be
How
here.
how y'all fellas doing?
We're doing good. Just got finished with band practice. We're excited. Our new single's coming out tonight, and we're happy to be talking to you.
Appreciate you fellas. I'm joined with half of Mojohand. They got a new single coming out in about 4 hours from now, actually, at midnight. And then they have a new album coming out the following Friday, Storybook. And then the week after that, they're going to celebrate with an album release show at the Bitter End at New York. So you fellas have a busy few weeks. But before we move forward to the new music that you all been working on, talk about how did Mojo Hand got together? How did it y'all begin as a band?
So, I've known Joe, the bassist, since we were little kids, and we grew up together and got into music together, and we we were in a couple different bands, but we decided we wanted to start taking it a little bit more seriously and start something different. So we recruited my friend from high school, Ian, for keyboards, and we started playing around the New Jersey area a whole bunch with a rotating cast of musicians. And then eventually I started college and I met our drummer Jasper, and that's when everything really clicked and fell into place, and we really started taking it seriously and gigging every weekend and developing our sound.
Awesome. And I like the name Mojo Hand. The Mojo part in particular. It definitely feels like from the music that I've heard, it's got the nice bling. I got a lot of variety of genres put together. You get some folk music, country, blues, got some infused rock and roll, you know, late 60s, early 70s, neo psychedelic. Y'all are just, y'all spraying some gumbo with this music. And it's pretty incredible. Y'all sound amazing, and people, you know how it is in the music industry. They're trying to figure out what type of music that artists are these days. From your perspective, how would you best describe the music of Mojo Hand?
Well, I mean, what you said is exactly right about all those sprinklings of different genres. You know, you got the blues, you got psychedelic rock, you even got like some jazz influence in there, especially during the live show. So I feel like the best word to describe us is Americana. Like every American genre of music, we take some influence and try and put it into the songs the best way we can.
Yeah, and it definitely sounds awesome. Go check out the new single coming out midnight. And with these few weeks, with the new single tomorrow, the album on the following Friday, and the album release in early November, album release show, I should say. How are y'all feeling about these few weeks with this new music on the way? What's your mindset is?
We're excited for people to finally be hearing it. We've been working on it for almost a year now, or that's we started working on it almost a year ago now, and so we know these songs really well, and you know it's cool that it's cool to be experiencing people hearing it for the first time after working on it for so long.
So let's talk about the single. Highway Girl. What was it like recording it? Tell us a little, background story on this particular track.
Yeah, I mean, Highway Girl was, I think it was the first, it wasn't the first song we wrote for the album, but it was the first song that really came together with all the arrangements and the parts. And it was the first one we recorded in the studio. And it's just got that strong energy, very danceable type of song. So it made sense to put it out as the lead single. It's one of my favorite songs on the album. It's got kind of like a Motown beat almost, and lots of good grooves in there. And so I think when people hear it, I mean, when they hear it live, everyone starts dancing. So I'm looking forward to all of our fans being able to do that at home too.
I do like the fact that you brought up that it has the Motown feel to it. That makes me like the song, and I haven't even heard it yet. So I'm very intrigued of hearing this song in about 4 hours from now. Highway Girl, the new single for Mojohand, that's gonna be coming out. You still can pre-save it if you haven't already, specifically in Spotify, obviously. And then the album, Songbook, 1 week from tomorrow, coming out on all the platforms. Uh, Talk about, from my understanding, this is your uh, debut full-length album, correct?
Yeah, we in 2020, we at the beginning of 2020, we were planning on releasing one single a month. And so with the COVID pandemic, we ended up releasing, I think, 9 singles in 2020. And then, and that was really helpful to, work on finding our sound without having to commit to like a full album. But by the end of that, we had a bunch more songs written, and it just seemed time for us to get into the studio and start working on a big full album.
Awesome. So be on the lookout for the Songbook album coming out on the 29th. Highway Girl, the latest single, on the 22nd. That is coming out at midnight tonight. Pre-save it if you haven't already. It's going to be available on all the platforms, so go check that out. I've already pre-saved Highway Girl already, so I'm looking forward to hearing it when the clock strikes midnight tonight. So let's talk about
Yeah.
let's talk about this album release party. It's coming to you on November the 6th at 9 p.m. It will be at the Bitter End at New York City. Uh, Talk about this album release show. And how y'all feeling? Getting ready for this album release show.
Yeah, we're really excited. Me and Elijah, we live in New York because we're seniors in college, and so we're lucky enough to live in a community where there's a lot of other musicians and artists and creative people walking around. And over the years we've met a bunch of people and turned them onto our music, and turned our friends into fans. And we're really excited because every time we play in New York, the crowds just get bigger and bigger, and we have more and more fun. We played the Bitter End for the first time in late 2019, and it was a great show. And since the pandemic, we haven't been back since. And so, after a whole year of making connections and new friends and growing our community, I'm sure that this one is going to be our biggest New York show yet.
Check out Mojohand on their album release party at the Bitter End, located at 147 Bleecker Street. It's at New York City. Get your tickets if you haven't already. I don't know if there's a vaccine mandate or not in the particular area, but whatever the circumstances may be, just be safe out there and enjoy yourself some good music. Mojo Hand gonna be they're literally gonna be performing this album for you all. So get familiar with these songs on the platforms already, including Highway Girl. And then when Songbook comes out, Y'all gonna hear it all. You're gonna hear it from start to finish, literally. So go check out Mojohand at the Bitter End, New York City, November the 6th, 9 p.m. Get your opening weekend in November going with Mojohand. For people that wants to find y'all on social media, where can they find y'all? Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, etc.
On Instagram, we are at mojohand.music, and on Facebook, we're at just Mojohand. Either one's good. Both are good. You can see pretty pictures of us dressed up in our cowboy suits, and check out all the videos of us playing in the studio and playing live. Yeah.
I do like the cowboy hats. I'm not gonna lie. I like the cowboy hats. Very, very stylish.
Happy to hear.
It's very, very unique, very smooth, and it kind of fits the mold of that mojo feeling, the mojo vibes that y'all present. So I've always loved New York City, just being the mecca, and just people can thrive there and go through a lot there. And I need to go back to New York City once things get a lot more safer. And who knows, I might run into a Mojo Hands show in the future. You never know. I've always
Hey,
got.
if you ever show up at the Mojohand show, we'll give you a free ticket.
All right, I'll keep that in mind. I do live in Kentucky currently, so I will keep that in mind. So go check out the album, Songbook. Go check out the latest single, Highway Girl. And fellas, pleasure having you on the show. Tell the rest of the band I said hello. Congrats on the upcoming single and the new album and the upcoming album release show. Thank you, fellas, for being on tonight and appreciate your time.
No problem. Thanks for having us. Much appreciated.
Much respect to you, fellas. And enjoy the rest of your night. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Be safe out there.
Have a good one, man. Thanks again.
All right, you too.